In this one, elite coaches Cath Dalton and Pont show how you can avoid ankle and back injuries as a fast bowler. Let's go.
A big problem people have when they land their front foot is actually where the front foot points. So wherever your feet point is kind of where your energy is going. And there are some bowlers who have a front foot splay, which it rotates out. You can have all sorts of issues with ankles, knees, joints, etc. The key to that is making sure that lines up properly. And there's a way of doing that, and it's just literally practicing it. So we're just going to get Cath to show what that looks like when it's done well, but also what happens when it sometimes goes wrong.
A common error for fast bowling, as Ian said, is where your front foot points. Our feet are like the tyres of our car. We want to point them in the direction that we're going as fast bowlers because we're moving at speed through the crease. We don't want things going out of line. We want to work in straight lines. So if your front foot, we call it splayed front foot, points towards first, second slip, that's not a good position to be in. Firstly, because as I said, our feet are like the tyres of our car. We'll start to move in that direction as fast bowlers, when clearly we want to bowl to target and straight. Secondly, this is not very good for your ankle. You're going to have ankle injuries, ankle problems. And from this position, it's quite unstable. So your front foot sometimes would roll in this position and it'd be very uncomfortable. So if you have this problem and you splay your front foot when you bowl, the best thing to do is to keep it locked out here and straight towards the target. So your laces are pointing straight down the pitch, and that will allow you as a fast bowler to move in straighter lines to where you want to bowl.
So with the front foot landing, we also want to make sure that when we line our base up, that we're talking about lining it up on skis, not on a tightrope, or worse than that, where the front foot shuts off, and it's called closing off or shutting off your front foot. A lot of bowlers do that. In fact, most bowlers that I see have that issue where they step across their action. What that does, it misaligns them into the leg side completely, and also worse than that, can create some issues with lower lumbar, L3, L4, L5, because all the energy is being twisted at the wrong time. So again, we'll just get Cath to demo what it looks like when it's wrong, and then potentially how to put that right.
Crossing your feet off is one of the very common things that a fast bowler does, and it can cause some serious back problems like stress fractures or just general back pain. As a fast bowler, you want to eliminate anything that could be injurious or causes harm to you. So you want to make sure that your feet don't cross over with each other, but they land in the correct place. So as a right arm bowler, if I'm crossing my feet off, which I don't want to do, that means that this left foot is going across my body here. As you can see from that position, I'm lined up in the completely wrong direction. I'm going towards fine leg, but I'm actually trying to bowl straight towards off stump. So my feet are in the wrong place here. From this position, lots of bowlers then lean because they come round themselves here with this hip, and then they lean, and that causes lateral flexion and problems in your lower back here. So we don't want that at all. We want to make sure we're lined up. So as we stand as human beings, my left foot is under my left hip, under my left shoulder, and that's where we want to land it when we're bowling, in the crease. So into front foot impact, or as we call it, tent peg 2, we want to make sure our left foot is under our left hip, under our left shoulder. And I can stand here all day. I'm in a really stable position and I'm going to be okay. My back isn't going in the wrong direction. It's actually going towards the target, and I'll have less back injuries than if I cross my feet over. Another issue with crossing your feet over is where that front foot now points. As I said in a previous clip, you want to make sure that your feet are going in the direction that you're going to bowl. They're the tyres of your car. You want to go in the right direction when you're bowling fast, so all your speed and energy goes towards the target. If you cross your feet over, you can see here, my foot is now also, the laces and my toes are pointing towards fine leg, even square leg. And that is in the completely wrong direction. And that could cause ankle issues, knee problems, all sorts of issues in your bowling action. So you want to make sure that along with your foot being in this place, when you do bowl, under your left hip, under your left shoulder, as a right arm bowler, as a left arm bowler, under your right hip, under your right shoulder, and also where your foot is pointing is vital.